This was day 5 of my sourdough starter, y'all. Look at how good it looks. I had to make some bread. I poured half of it in my plastic tin and covered the remaining one and put it aside. I added some water to my sourdough starter, mixed everything with my wooden spoon. I added some salt because it is illegal to not add salt to your sourdough bread. When that was done, I added some flour. I mixed the dough with the wooden spoon before going in with my hand as always. This is how wet my dough was. Dough looked shabby, but that's how it's supposed to be. Covered the tin and left it alone for 30 minutes. This was 30 minutes later and I was implementing a technique called stretch and fold. I'm basically stretching every side of the dough and folding it in. By every side, I mean just 4 sides that I make up in my own head. I'll cover my bowl and leave it for another 30 minutes. Here, I wanted to show you how active my starter is. In just 40 minutes, the starter I had put aside had doubled in size. Seeing my starter this active made me so happy. 30 minutes later, I went back to my tin and did another round of stretch and fold. Do you see how stretchy it looks now compared to the first round of stretch and fold? This is good. I repeated this process of stretch and fold 2 more times, and this is how my dough was looking, all pretty and bubbly. I was so excited. I ended up making a crazy mistake. I forgot to flour my surface before pouring out my dough, but it was way too late to do anything about it. So I proceeded to stretching my dough on the sticky surface. I loved how it looked. It had some really great bubbles all around. This dough was so hard to work with because everywhere was just sticky. However, somehow I managed to transfer this into a baking pan. I felt like this was too big for my dough, so I had to DIY it to a smaller size, okay? This was left in the fridge for 12 hours. Basically, this is the next morning. I used a razor blade to score the dough. Into the oven it went. 55 minutes later, we had bread. Now, all I had to do was try to resist the urge of cutting into the bread as soon as it came out the oven. I'm convinced that the bread that was given to 5,000 people to eat in the Bible was sourdough bread.